Abby Brown here from Iowa PBS. Come wander and wonder with me. Today, we're wandering out to the Des Moines Community Playhouse. So today, I'm joined by my friend Vaden and my other friend Robin. And you guys, guess what? Robin is a professional pretender. And we are right on her playground, which is this stage. And it's all ready for a play. Now there's lots of clues on this stage about what this play might be about. Vaden, do you have any idea what's going on in this play? What's your guess?
I guess that it might be Little Red Riding Hood because that's like the grandma's bed and the cabinet.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
But also it doesn't have a calendar.
Oh, the calendar kind of throws her off. Robin, what is it?
That was a very good guess, Vaden. It is not Little Red Riding Hood, although we have done that play. This is a play called A Love Offering, and it takes place in a nursing home.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, like a hospital room.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Fantastic. Now, there's also lights up here that are shining bright on us, and there are lots of props, right? Robin, can you tell us, what is a prop?
A prop it's actually short for property, and a prop is anything that an actor carries on stage with them during a play. So it might be a notebook, or a pencil, or anything like that.
Okay, now you might have also noticed that we are all in costume. Vaden, you're up first. Can you tell us about your costume?
Well, this is an Amelia Earhart costume.
You've got a jacket on, because that's what Amelia Earhart wore, right? And what else?
I have my goggles for flying.
That's fantastic. What about you, Robin?
I am Jane Goodall. Jane is a conservationist and a primatologist. She studies monkeys, chimpanzees.
Great.
So I wore my pith helmet, and I brought my chimpanzee friend Jubilee because that was her first stuffed animal, was a chimpanzee. So I'm ready to go study chimpanzees in the wild.
That's fantastic. Now I'm in costume too, and I've decided today
You
to
seem
dress
like a Paris artist.
a Paris artist. I'm Leonardo Da Vinci.
So you are.
You're exactly right. You're right. I made a palette with a paper plate.
And you have your hat. I can't remember what it's called.
It's called a beret. That's
Oh,
right. And what was this?
A paintbrush.
A paintbrush. That's right. Now, Jane Goodall and Amelia Earhart and Leonardo Da Vinci are not just any costumes. These are costumes of heroes, right? So why do you love Amelia Earhart?
Because she was strong and she was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic.
That is fantastic. And you're a lot like Amelia Earhart when she was little. You're fantastic. You are passionate. You have big dreams, don't you?
Yeah.
That's great. And you can pretend to be your hero at home too, and it's super simple. You can see we've made props out of paper plates and simple jackets and hats. And today, I think we're gonna make a really special prop and show you how you can be a professional pretender just like Robin. In front of us we have this, and we have a special game about props, right, Robin?
We do. There's a game that we play called What Else Could It Be? And that's when we take something that's very simple or ordinary and imagine what else it might be. We use our pretending and our imagination. So, for instance, if I had a pencil, it's a pencil, right?
Yep.
But if I imagine what else could it be, what do you think, Vaden? What else could a pencil be?
It could be like a jumping dancer.
Very good.
Or a ballerina.
A ballerina, yep.
Fantastic.
It can be
And
a
these could be a
toothpick.
tube.
Oh,
Very
look at that.
good.
It could be a tube. Oh, two of them. What are they?
Binoculars.
Binoculars. Let's make binoculars.
That's a great idea.
Can you show us how, Robin?
I can. I tell you what, well, we each have two, and that's kind of what you need for binoculars. So I think the first thing that we want to do is turn them into a different color. So I think, do we have construction paper here?
Yeah.
What color do you want to use? I see some different colors. Vaden, you want blue?
Yes, I
Okay.
claim blue.
Is that your favorite color?
No.
No?
My favorite color is white and black, but I like blue.
Okay.
That's fine. So I think, why don't you try folding your paper in half, like that. We call that the Hamburger Fold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
And then the other way is hot dog.
That's right. And then we're gonna cut all along where that's folded. So crooked. Doesn't have to be perfect, does it? All right. So then you take your toilet paper, one of your toilet paper rolls. Vaden, I see you. You see me too? You take one of your toilet paper rolls and you kind of see the paper is a little wider than your roll. So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna make a mark. You can make a mark if you want, or you don't have to. And then you're gonna cut your paper again so it's just as wide as your roll. Since we have 2 rolls, why don't we use this piece of paper and we're gonna cut our other piece of paper. Do you see what I've done there? It's like a template.
Oh,
So lay this on top of your, and then you can cut your other one so you don't have to remeasure it again. You know, when we are in theater, we do professional problem solving. So sometimes you kind of think, how could I do that in the simplest way possible? So you should end up with 2 pieces of paper. To take your toilet paper roll, take a little bit of glue, find a glue stick, roll it up.
Look, she already knows what to do.
You are such an expert.
She's a craft
You are.
expert.
Maybe you should be a professional pretender. Maybe I need to share that title with you. You could be my well, I'd say you could be my apprentice, but I don't think you need. I think you could be. I could be your
She
apprentice.
could be the teacher.
Right. And you roll it up, and then you put in a little more glue on this end. And then, voila. Now, if you wanted to, sometimes what I like to do just to kind of make sure it doesn't fall apart, just throw a piece of tape right there.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got to do it again for the other roll. What I love about making your own props like this is that everyone's prop can look just the way they want it to. It doesn't have to be any certain color. You can choose whatever color you want, and then it's unique, which means
and
it's
really-
unusual and just for you.
And really, you wouldn't have to even wrap them if you didn't want to. You could also paint them.
You could paint them or use markers or crayons and draw pictures on them.
And the Playhouse has the most amazing scrap box in the world, but use whatever is in your scrap
Yeah.
box.
So here's what you end up with. You have 2 rolls. Oh my gosh, we're almost there already. All right, so now what we need to do, because they're binoculars, we need to attach them.
Oh yes.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use hot glue because with this the paper, it works a little better. So I'm gonna take my hot glue gun and just squirt a little bit of glue on there, just like that. Oh, there's steam coming off of it. It is super hot. And I'm gonna stick them together like so. Kind of press them a little bit. So we have our binoculars, and now, do you want to decorate them? What do you think? What should we put on? What do you want to put on your binoculars?
Sparkles.
Sparkles. I like
And
it.
these.
And we have markers here too. I think I'm going to draw some leaves on mine. If I'm going to be Jane Goodall and go out and do observations, I want them to blend in.
Perfect. So once we have them all decorated, what's the next step?
Well, we have to find a way to hang them around our neck so we don't lose them. So what we're going to do is take our little hole puncher
Oh, perfect.
and punch a hole on the side over here, and then punch a hole on the side over here. We're gonna pick out yarn. I'm gonna use green because my binoculars are green, to cut a long enough piece of yarn so it can go around your neck. Okay,
So
make
should
sure
I
you-
sort of measure it? Like,
Yeah, maybe you can, sure.
So let me guess. We stick this through the punch holes, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Just
And then
tie it
you
off.
tie it off, and I find that maybe a couple knots works better than just one, because sometimes they come untied
yeah.
and then they fall off and then you lose them, which is a bummer.
All right. We ready? Let's see it. Yes. Today we made some great props. We had fun with crafts. We learned about some of our heroes, and we learned that they're a lot like kids today. Robin, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What adventures will you go on?
Have fun with it.